Hello Virgo, welcome to this space, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope this time finds you well. Well Virgo, we are here to do your weekly energy reading for the week of October 25th through October 31st. So before I go any further, happy Halloween, happy harvest, happy Samhain, happy whatever it is you are celebrating during this very magical time. I hope you're finding time to feel into the magic that is all around us because the veil is super thin at this time. All right, so like I said, we're going to do your weekly energy reading. Now, before I get started, a couple things I want to share with you. First and foremost, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate with everyone, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Also, if you're here watching your sun sign and you're not finding your message in this reading, Virgo, do me a favor and go ahead and watch your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Jupiter, or whatever other placement your intuition is calling you to, because more than likely that is where your energy is residing. Now, one more thing, energy is not linear, it is fluid. So whether you're called to watch this reading the week of, a week after, 6 weeks from now, or even a year down the road, if your intuition is calling you to this reading, go ahead and give it a listen because it'll more than likely have something in it for you because that's the way Spirit works. Spirit will always place in front of us exactly what we need at exactly the right time. Okay, Virgo? So we're going to get into your reading. We're going to be pulling you an oracle card, and then we'll get into some tarot. Now, I am using different oracle cards and different tarot cards this week because I wanted to be a little more festive. So we're going to be using the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Now, it is my first time using this card. So when I pull this card as your overall energy, not only am I going to read the intuitive side of it, but I'm also going to go ahead and pull out the book and see what Spirit wants to say by getting some further insight. Now after that, we'll jump into the tarot. We'll be using the Halloween Tarot by Karin. I love it. It's such a fun deck, okay? And we'll be looking at all the normal stuff we normally look at every week, like the positive energy and the challenges and how you can kind of traverse all of that stuff together, okay? So without further ado, Virgo, we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. Give me one moment while I tap in. Spirit, angel, guides, holy ones, please draw near and draw forth. Show me what it is I need to see for my beautiful Virgos. What is it that Virgo needs to know for the week of October 25th through October 31st, 2021? Thank you so much for allowing me to be the conduit through which these messages are received and shared. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and see what is going to come up for you this week. So we have Vampire, emotional intelligence. What an interesting card. Virgo, let me go ahead and show you this card. Such an interesting card. Vampire, emotional intelligence. So you know what's interesting? It's interesting. The Cancer reading was connected to the Leo reading. The Leo reading now feels like it's being slightly connected to your reading as well. So you could have Leo in your chart. You could be dealing with a Leo. There could just be Leo energy around you because it's interesting. The Leo reading was all about, coming from a place of emotional balance. And I feel like there's the same energy for you. This emotional intelligence. It's about using your emotions to guide you through this time. Using your emotions to help you decide and make a decision about where it is you want to go, what it is you want to do, who it is you want to be, and who you want to take along with you for the ride. Now, I feel like this has to do a lot with love, okay? Virgo, I feel it has to do a lot with love. And there's a need for you to rise up above a lower frequency of emotion that you've been staying at, that you've been sitting at, that you've been kind of walking and traversing through. I feel like for some of you, you have been in a very low emotional state. Your heart was hurt. I feel like for some of you, your heart has been hurt. Someone gave you that kiss of death and it has been stuck with you. You have not been able to let it go. You've not been able to move on from something. And it's been holding tightly to your energy, Virgo. It's been holding quite tightly to your energy, and it's been keeping you from moving on and from moving forward. And I feel like this week there's going to be an opportunity for you to see how that's been happening in your life, and there's going to be this beautiful opportunity for you to rise above that, for you to move past it, because I think you're finally realizing, you know what, my emotions no longer need to stay with that person or with that situation because it's doing me no good. It's doing me no good, especially I feel like for Virgo, for you, it's you that's feeling it. The other person's not feeling it. The other person is going on about their day, going on about their life, going on about their situation, and they are not paying any emotion or any mind to the situation. And you are here stuck in this place of like, why did this happen? What went wrong? What did I do wrong? How can I fix this? How can I move on from this? Now, this doesn't have to be about love, okay? It can also be with a friend, it can be with a coworker, it can be with a boss, and it can be with a family member. But Virgo, I feel like for you this week, you have been in this place of emotional turmoil, okay? Because something transpired, something went down, something happened between you and somebody, okay? And now you kind of need to look at the situation from a different angle. I feel like you need to look at the situation from a different standpoint and see that, you know what? I don't need to hold into this energy anymore because maybe for a moment I needed to because I was still open to the possibility of something working out or something changing. But I think now you're realizing, you know what? It is what it is. What happened, happened. We can't take it back. We can't go back from where we are now. And that's kind of where you are this week, Virgo. You're gaining that clear understanding that, you know what? It is what it is. So you're going to let be what is, and you're going to begin to move forward, Virgo. And I love that energy for you. But now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to pull out the book, and we're going to see what further insight Spirit has for you about this vampire emotional intelligence. I also do get some manipulative energy here, which is quite interesting. There could be someone in your life trying to manipulate you, okay? Manipulate you into this place of emotional imbalance. I'm feeling like strong, ha ha, I got you vibes. Like, someone sees that you're hurting, they know that you're hurting, and they get off on it, which is so strange. That's so horrible. But I do kind of see that for some of you, that they're kind of just drinking of your emotions because they're loving keeping you in this space. Because maybe they were in this space. Ooh, okay, Virgo. Someone was in a bad place. They had to move on from something and they didn't do it correctly, and they brought you down with them. And what it did was they were able to put all of their negative emotion onto you, and now they have risen back up into a better place, and they love seeing that you are down where they once were. Oh, such a selfish energy. But let's go ahead and pull out the book and see what, Spirit's talking about with this vampire. All right, here we go. Emotional intelligence, the deepest, the coldest, the craving of the blood, the hole never filled, the longing like a flood. Whilst there are almost uncountable examples of vampires in literature, movies, and games, somehow the archetype of the blood-hunting, night-stalking, and somewhat elegant creature keeps being reinvented to seduce yet another generation. Although the beautiful and somewhat desirable vampire form doesn't really begin to enter the public consciousness until the mid-1800s, the idea of a human feeding upon the very stuff of life is much older. The Egyptians, Sumerians, Indians, and the Balkan people all have mythos containing vampire-like creatures. The vampire is an interesting figure because it is both horrifying and desirable. Having someone want us so much that they desire to be that closely linked with us does feel good, until we realize there is nothing much left of us to give. Like I told you, there's manipulative energy. Someone's taking a lot from you. Someone's taking and not giving a whole lot back. Now it says, most of us have heard of the concept of emotional vampirism. The idea that people feed off our energy and our goodwill and take advantage of us through manipulation and their incessant neediness. Should the vampire card appear in your reading, it may indicate that you are being drained in this way, and the time has come for stronger boundaries. We need to be very aware of what gives us energy in our lives and what takes it away. We should be aware of needing people to need us and why we invite people like that into our homes, workplaces, and lives, if indeed we have them around us. Developing the emotional intelligence within ourselves helps us defend against this kind of emotional and psychic attack, and enables us to foster healthy, equal relationships of all kinds. So yes, whether this has to do with your emotional relationships with a loved one or a romantic partner, or it has to do with your relationships in your workplace or in your creative endeavors, start to look around and see who's taking more than they are giving. Because it could be that someone right now is just taking from you because they're trying to rise while pushing you down. Like I said, there's a very dark, manipulative energy. So you need to keep aware of that. And, enter into some psychic protection. Enter into some sort of protection energy. It could be that you are, lighting some sage, or you know what? A friend of mine taught me this a long time ago. There's a visualization you can do, okay? Visualize yourself with a submarine helmet right here in front of you, okay? Now that submarine helmet is going to be your protection layer. Your protection from psychic attacks. Your protection from emotional vampirism. You're going to each morning take this helmet and you're going to place it on your head and you're going to visualize it, keeping out anything that is unwanted, unnecessary, unneeded, and not good for you and your energy. Now, once you visualize this, just periodically throughout the day, see yourself still in that helmet. And this is going to help you to really ward off a lot of negative energy. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave this card here, and we're going to get into the tarot portion of your reading. Now, I'm going to be using the Halloween Tarot, like I told you, by Karin Lee. Now, with the tarot, we're going to be looking at the positive energies coming in for the week. We will be looking at what challenges are arising, because, we live in a world of polarity, so it's best for us to look at both sides of the spectrum to gain a clear understanding of how the week is going to play out. Now, after that, we will look at, how to bring in the positive energies. We will look at how the challenges are going to affect you. We will look at the benefit of the positive energies and what it's doing for your life, as well as looking at how you can overcome the challenges. And then we'll finish out the read with the overall outcome, or the culmination of all the energy combined. Okay? So give me one moment, Virgo, while I tap in. Spirit, angels, guides, holy ones, please draw near and draw forth. Show me what it is I need to see for Virgo. Show me what it is I need to see for Virgo for the week of October 25th through October 31st, 2021. Thank you so much for allowing me to be the conduit through which these messages are received and shared. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and get into it and see what's coming out for you. We're going to start off with that positive energy. Okay? So Spirit, angels, guides, holy ones, show me what it is I need. Woo, Virgo, that came out so fast. Okay, what do we got? So we have the Hanged Man. So yes, see, there's a greater understanding happening within you of everything that's going on around you. You are starting to see and notice the people who are just stealing of your energy. And it's because you're being quite enlightened this week. There's a leveling up happening within you because we have the Hanged Man. Now, normally the Hanged Man is about sacrifice. It's about stagnancy. It's about staying stuck. But see, I'm getting more of like this enlightened energy from this card, where you're like staying in place, looking around you and truly analyzing everything that's going on in your life and seeing things at face value. You're seeing, this person's been holding on to my energy. This person, all they do is take from me. This person is manipulating me. This person just is out for themselves. And because of this enlightened energy happening for you here, you're like, okay, I need to unhook myself. I need to unhook myself or get these people's hooks out of my energy. Okay, because, the normal tarot, I have a tarot deck. It's the Dreaming Way Tarot. And it's like a hooked hanger that's kind of like holding the energy of the Hanged Man. I feel like these people have their hooks in you. And this week you're realizing that and you're de-hooking yourself. You're de-hooking yourself so that you can move away from this energy. You can clear out your energy and you can recall back in some of your energy. Do you see what I'm saying? There have been people around you just mooching off of you, mooching off your energy, wanting to see you down, wanting to see you low, because it makes them feel good. It makes them feel better about themselves. It makes them feel on cloud 9 to see you being on cloud 0. You see what I'm saying? So I think this week, the positive energy coming in is you're now understanding this, you're now seeing this, and you're unhooking yourself or unhooking them from your energy so that you can move back to a place of serenity. What a beautiful energy, Virgo. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to come to this side. And we're going to look at the challenges coming in for the week. Because you know what? I say this in all my videos. It's going to become one of my catchphrases, I swear. We cannot always live in a world of rainbows and butterflies. Because if we did, life would get boring. It would get old. It would get stagnant. You know what I'm saying? If everything was perfect all the time, Where would be the growth? Where would be the lessons? Where would be the movement and the action and the change? There wouldn't. It would just be so mundane. So it's best to look at the challenges, because the challenges is where the change juice is, okay? So spirit, angels, guides, fudge, okay? Okay, yes, look at, someone has been deceiving you. 7 of bats. Someone has not been truthful for you. Someone has been out for their own selves. Someone was doing something that it felt like it was for you, but really it was all for them. And they have been hiding behind the scenes. They've been hiding behind this energy because they've been manipulating you by making you think it was all good, by making you think it was all this and all that and all the other, when really it was none of the above. Do you see what I'm saying? Someone has been deceiving you. They have been being stealthy. They've been moving like a snake in the grass. Perpetrating as your friend. Perpetrating as someone who cared for you. Perpetrating as someone who loved you. I feel like for some of you, this has already transpired. This has already transpired. This has already happened to you, but this person still is able to manipulate your energy because they never gave you a sense of closure that you needed. Ooh, interesting, Virgo. They never gave you the sense of closure that you needed, and they love that. They love that because it makes them feel like they got away with something. It makes them feel like they got over on someone. It makes them feel like they are powerful. You see what I'm saying? And that deception is holding on to your energy. And they're running away like, ooh, I got away with that. I got away with that. And the challenge is that you're realizing this. You're realizing this, and it hurts. I understand. That sucks. It sucks to think, wow, you never really were in this. You never really were invested. You never really did care. You never did want to work with me. You never wanted to hire me. You never needed that. You just wanted to play with my heart. You wanted to play me like a puppet. You wanted to play my heartstrings. You ran off with whatever you needed, and you left me in the dust. You left me in the dust. And I know that sucks. It's happened to me before. I know it hurts. But see, I'm glad that you're becoming aware of this. I'm glad that you're becoming aware of this so that you can finally see the truth and move away from that. But now we're going to come back to this side, and we're going to see how you can bite in this energy, this enlightened energy, this seeing the people's hooks that they have within you and going, wow, I've been strung up, and finally starting to cut those cords. We're going to see how you can bring that in, okay? So spirit, angels, guides, holy ones, show me what does I need to see for Virgo. How can Virgo best invite in the positive energy? How can my Virgos best invite in the positive energy? All right. So we have the Knight of Imps, which is the Knight of Wands. So taking action. Taking action and taking back your energy. Okay? The Knight of Imps moves forward with energy. His or her energy. Feeling that passion. Feeling that lust for life. Feeling that action. And this is what you're doing. You're taking action to release those hooks from the bonds that people have had with you, the negative bonds, the negative energy, even if it's been old energy. I feel like for some of you, this is stuff that transpired a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, even 10 years ago. But that manipulative energy is still holding on to you. And this is about taking action to cut those cords. Realizing those cords, seeing those cords and going, no, I'm not going to allow that anymore in my life. Yeah, you're really just using your power. You're using your power this week, Virgo, to really cut those cords of manipulation from your life. And that's going to help you to really see the truth and get yourself unhooked from these people, these situations, these places, these jobs, whatever it is. It's helping you to unhook yourself from all that energy so that you can recall back your energy to come back into a place of wholeness. Yeah, someone really thought they were smart. Someone thought that they were going to get away with this forever. Someone thought that they were going to get away with this forever and be able to continue sucking off your energy because they know it has you in a bad place. But, they didn't realize. They didn't realize that this week you were going to understand what's finally going on. You're going to finally wake up to what's going on. And now you're like, you know what? I'm calling back my energy. I'm calling back my energy. All right, so now we're going to come back to this side. And we're going to look at how this challenging energy is going to affect you, this deception, this finding out about deception, finding out that someone, didn't have your back or wasn't doing things for your best interest, but really only had themselves in mind. All right, Spirit, Angels, Guides, Holy Ones, show me what it is I need to see for my Virgos. Show me what it is I need to see for Virgo. All right, Virgo. So we do have the Five of Imps. Now, it is coming out in reverse, and normally it would be, well, not normally, but a lot of people think that, when you get a reverse, it's the opposite of the energy. Now, let's look at this upright, okay? So upright, this is challenge. This is competition. This is disaster. This is arguments. This is disagreements. This is low energy, low frequency. Now, what I'm getting with this card here is I'm getting double that energy here. Someone really thought they were going to get away with this. They thought that they were going to get away with hurting you. They thought that they were going to get away with using you. They thought that they were going to get away with, pushing you over and taking advantage and just take. And I see that this week, because you're coming to the realization that someone has been being deceptive, that someone hasn't been being truthful, it could cause an argument. It could make you want to rush into something to speak your piece and to say, hey, you know what? I know what you've been doing. I know what you did. And yeah, you did hurt me. But guess what? You no longer get to hurt me any longer. But I see the way it's affecting you this week is because it puts you in this place where you are just so upset about the situation because you're like, how could you? Why would you? What did I do to you? What did I ever do to you to deserve this from you? I thought we were cool. I thought we were friends. I thought we were vibing. I thought we could work together. And it's just putting you in this really off place where you're just like, how do I move past this now? But I told you it's about cutting the cords. It's about cutting the cords of that energy. But I see that this week it just has you off. It definitely really has you off in this situation because I feel like you're really... I feel like for some of you, some of you knew this was happening, but you thought the energy was going to change. You thought, this person will start acting right. This person is going to get right. This situation is going to better itself. Some of you kind of knew. But some of you, this is catching you completely off guard. You're just like, it's like a slap in the face. That's what I see here. It's like a slap in the face. And now you're just kind of throwing your hands up and you're like, I'm over it. I can't believe this. I give it. I'm done. I give up. Wow. You know what I'm saying? It's just this like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just this very overwhelming yet underwhelming energy of the situation. And it's really affecting you. It's really affecting you. Because you really thought that this person had your back. You really thought that there was a strong connection here. Whether romantic, family, friend, coworker, business, whatever it is, you thought this person was there to, have an equal balance with you, when really all they wanted to do was suck you of your energy, suck you dry of your life source. Okay, but now we're going to come back to the side, and we're going to look at what the positive, what the benefit of the positive energy is. You seeing the truth, understanding the truth, unhooking these people from your energy, taking back your energy, and taking that action to do so. We're going to see what that's going to do for you. So Spirit, Angels, Guides, Holy Ones, what is the benefit of the positive energy for my Virgos? Yeah. The Magician. Calling back all of your energy. Calling back all of your resources. Calling back all of your emotions. All of your heart. Someone's been using you and manipulating you. I mean, strong energy vampire vibes here. Whether this person did it in your face or did it from a distance. Strong energy vampire vibes. And because you're cutting those cords, because you're seeing the truth, you're now really, literally calling back in those lost soul fragments from whoever this is or from whatever the situation is. And it's bringing you back to a place of wholeness where you're able to start manifesting again. Able to start manifesting a better life, a better path, a better future, a better person, a better situation. I feel like whoever this was, they really cut off your ability to manifest because it's almost like every time you try to manifest something, all you could do is think about them. All you could do is think about the situation. All you could do is think about how they hurt you or how they were hurting you or how they are hurting you. You couldn't seem to get past it. You couldn't seem to move past it. It was like every time you're like, okay, I'm going to do something new, you would start to change your mindset and then boom, like literally little seeds of intention would bust open in your mind, and all you could think about was this old situation. And it held you back. It held you out of the vortex. But because you're calling back in those soul fragments, you're stepping back into the flow, stepping back into the vortex, and now being able to manifest something good. Something really good for yourself. Like I said, there's something better for you here. Okay, now we're going to come back over here, and we are going to look at how you can overcome the challenge of the week, okay? So Spirit, Angels, Guides, Holy One, show me what I need to see for Virgo. How can Virgo overcome the challenges of the week? How can Virgo overcome the challenges of the week? Yes, Virgo. Although it is hard to leave something behind, although it is hard to leave someone behind, although it is hard to leave a job behind or a friend behind, especially when you thought it was for you, especially when you thought it was part of your path, especially when it felt so good in the moment, especially when it felt like it was so right. It is hard to leave that behind, but that's exactly what you need to do. It's time for you to make that regretful yet necessary transition. We have the Six of Bats, otherwise known as the Six of Swords. It's time to get out of your head on this situation and just start taking movement forward, taking action forward. There's support here for you too, know that. If you need support, reach out, talk to a friend, talk to a family member, talk to a therapist, talk to whoever, Therapy's great. Therapy's a good thing, especially when you've been having issues like this, especially when you've had energy vampires. It could be that you need to go see a energy healer as well, and they're going to help you out here. But definitely, this is the need to make the transition out of that energy into new energy. By releasing it, by letting it go, and by journeying into something new. Okay, Virgo? Yes, it's regretful. Yes, it's hard, but you have to do it. You have to do it because you can't stay in this place of frustration. You can't stay in this place of, feeling like, wow, how did that even happen? Because if you get stuck there, you will never be able to move on. And this person will just continually take from your energy. They will continually feed off of you. You see what I'm saying? All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the final energy of the reading. We're going to pull that last card, and we're going to see what the overall outcome is. And kind of like, what the culmination of everything going on for you this week is going to be. All right, Spirit, Angels, Guides, Holy One, show me what I need to see for Virgo. What is the overall energy of the week? What is the culmination of everything combined? And what is the most likely outcome? Show me what I need to see for Virgo. We have the Knight of Pumpkins. Yes, stepping back into your energy and making bold moves. Being bold, getting out there, making the right decisions. Standing back on a firm foundation. Bringing back all of your energy as well. Because if you look at this King of Pumpkins, otherwise known as the King of Pentacles, which can also be your energy, Virgo. This is earth energy. He is holding that pumpkin close to him. So this is about you taking back your energy. Taking back what belongs to you. No longer allowing someone in your life who's just been sucking you dry to continue to leech off of you. Yeah, I just see you being back in a place of wholeness, back in a place of spiritual and emotional balance, because you have now cut off those who were just there for their own wants, their own needs, and their own energy by taking from yours. Okay, Virgo? Well, that is your reading for this week. I hope it resonated with you. If so, please comment below. Let me know how. Also, Virgo, if you are new to my channel and you do like my content, go ahead and subscribe. And go ahead and hit that bell and select all so you can be notified of my future videos. Also, Virgo, go ahead and hit that like button because that is how other people out there in the YouTube universe are able to receive this message. Well, thank you so much for being with me in this space, Virgo. I hope you have a great week. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.